So this is the overhead view. Pile 1, your card is New Beginnings and your crystal is Dalmatian Jasper Puffy Heart. Pile 2, your card is Courage and your crystal is a Bumblebee Jasper. And it looks like, it looks like the storm of Jupiter, the very eye of Jupiter. And pile 3, your card is Abundance and you have the Leopard Jasper Crystal. It looks like candy to me. Caramel fudge. So yeah, these are the 3 crystals. These are the 3 cards. Pause and choose your pile patiently, peacefully, with your intuition. Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. Today I thought let's do a short, light-hearted reading, a pick a card reading for all of you. So today's topic is messages of love for you. So as usual, we'll be having 3 different piles to choose from, and in your selected pile you may get certain answers. What do you need to hear right now with respect to your heart, what you're feeling right now, your emotions. So let's get started. So pile 1, for you, the crystal is Dalmatian Jasper. All right, it's a beautiful puffy heart made of Dalmatian Jasper. Pile 2, your crystal is Bumblebee Jasper. Pile 3, for you we have Leopard Jasper. It's a very beautiful crystal if you see. Okay, so let's start with pile 1. Of course, I'll show you the overhead view. So let's get started. You can pause, you can choose your pile patiently. So pile 1, you chose this Dalmatian Jasper. And the Dalmatian Jasper is revealing that right now, the very playfulness which was always there in you, that playfulness is missing. The ability to find joy in everything you do. Maybe you're not such a funny person or joyful person, but the choice of crystal is showing that the joy is missing. There is a feeling of, I would say, bitterness. There's a feeling of resentment, a feeling of a bit of loneliness which you're experiencing, and this is because of not being treated right. Because if you chose this crystal, somehow your heart, your soul is choosing happiness, to find joy again in life. So there's a good news that you will be joyful, you will be happy once again. You are choosing happiness now. So pile 1, your first card is, as I told you, New Beginnings. You can see how the night is now finally over. The sun is rising in the horizon. It's a beautiful start. It's a beautiful sunrise. And pile 1, you can see the night and the day. You can see the stars and the sun at the same time. This means that whatever you have learned in the recent past, through your people, through a relationship, through any significant person, that night which you went through, that will be a lesson for life. It was significant. Why we have this night, why we go through this darkness? Because we can see the stars. It's only at the night we can understand the stars. And I was just thinking one day about Vedic astrology, how we can look at the stars and the planets. It's only because of the night. When there is darkness, then only you find the beautiful things about yourself. So it's a new initiation, but there's something which you discovered about yourself, about what you want in life. That is a constant now. That lesson which you learned, it will be like wisdom, constant in this journey. So you have learned something beautiful, and it was tough to understand that, tough to accept that. But that night is over, and now you're moving towards the day, you're moving towards a beautiful start, and you will be happy because you were choosing this subconsciously. It's like, now I decide to be happy, to be playful. And Dalmatian Jasper, Dalmatian is a dog breed. So Ketu, a very significant Ketu transit right now in a significant house, Ketu and Leo. And we have the sun here. So something changes for you, and it's a soul level change and some kind of a soul wound. It is also getting healed. There is definitely a big wound, emotional wound. Almost, I would say it's so deep that I can say it's a soul injury. But pile one, this is a reminder that you have to go back again to be joyful, to be happy. If you have a certain placement in Gemini, because it represents the playfulness of Gemini. So if you have a placement in Gemini, then definitely go back to that playfulness. Okay. So there's a new initiation also with respect to how you take care of yourself, how you respect yourself, and not tolerating disrespect anymore. Then we have the card infatuation. It says denial, obsession, attraction. So maybe what you are calling as love right now is infatuation. I'm not saying it's infatuation from your side, but any significant person you are dealing with, there's more of infatuation. Maybe you are attracting the attention of people because you're beautiful, maybe because you have so much of love to give, your kindness. It could be any quality of yours, and this creates this attraction, infatuation. But the true responsibility is missing in your connections. So I think this continues. People getting infatuated towards you, very attracted to you, very obsessed with what you do. People really want to know what's going on in your life. It shows at least there is someone significant who is obsessed right now with you, what you are doing. They want to keep tabs on you. So leave everything behind. Maybe pile one, you constantly live in a sense of fear that someone is looking at me, someone is watching me, they're watching my moves, and you have to go beyond this because you're entering into a new phase of life. So really what you need right now is freedom. It says, I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. So we have the freedom. It says resentment over here. And then we have infatuation. So there's some freedom which you really need right now. Maybe you are very attracted to a certain person right now, but it is not a very strong bond. It is actually a very pain-giving bond. So it's a freedom from every connection which is not about strength, which is not about equal efforts. It's not about love. It's more about control. So you have to free yourself from the control of such connections. You're also freeing yourself from the need of feeling validated by a specific person or certain people in your life. That freedom is happening for you. Now you will not depend upon others or again significant people for your happiness, to feel approved by them. So And that is also changing. Then we have big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Kritika Nakshatra. The sun, again, the sun is the theme here. I talked about Ketu in Leo. I talked about the sun rising in the morning. And then we have the Pleiades, the Kritika Nakshatra. Sun, again ruled by sun. So, by one, there is a reminder here. As you move through this dark night, okay, the dark night of the soul, and you're towards this sunlight, towards this morning, towards this new day of your journey, I think when you free yourself from some people who are absolutely toxic, you start with this new bond with someone. And I think this person is like a motherly energy, like a strict mother, finding friends, finding love, finding people who are very loving, but they are strict. And why they are strict? Because they want you to learn something. They are strict maybe because they want you to leave the past. Sometimes you're so stuck to the past, to something, you're so attached to it that we need a strict figure in life to keep you detached from that past. So you are attracting certain strict people, a strict figure. Maybe it's your mother, maybe it's a friend, or maybe even a loving connection where this person is a very strict figure, loving, comforting, nourishing, but a very strict person. I think you really need a strict person because somewhere you are here stuck in between the night and the day. You can see the day happening for you, but you're not taking the path to be in that light. Again, I always say this, when we get familiar to even the most difficult thing, we just stay attached to that difficult thing. We don't go out of that place to find better things for ourselves. So, that kind of feeling. But Kritika is a lot about self improvement, big picture thinking. So, you have certain goals, you have big plans, and it starts from your growth, your self improvement, grooming yourself, how you look, what you eat, how you take care of yourself. So, big changes. Then we have go inward. It's time to connect with your inner child. Again, Leo. Again, Leo. You have a strong placement in Leo. Okay, to transiting over a major planet in Leo. Whatever it is, go inward and you see this butterfly, the butterfly wings. So it is a transformation from the caterpillar to butterfly. It's so uneasy. You don't know what's happening next, but it always ends with a beautiful result. So you are in this phase of looking inward and realizing when it comes to love, when it comes to your life, what you truly want. Basically, the infatuation card also shows me that when it comes to love, when it comes to acquiring love and attaining someone's attention and love, you really shifted. You really left your plans, your ideas, and visions behind for the other person's dreams. And now it's time you're going back to the very own self, what you wanted from your life, what you want to do in life, how you see yourself in the future, going inward. A lot of healing for pile one. And again, it says connect to the inner child, which is about playfulness, doing things which you truly enjoy, doing things which you actually love doing while growing up. That reconnection is happening, that playfulness is coming back. And also with the Dalmatian Jasper pile 1, you are someone who is a head turner. I mean, people, when they look at you, your personality, they're so much in awe, they're so much attracted to you. That's why we have this card of infatuation, but every attention is not love. This is what you are learning with respect to love. And the last card for you is patience. It says Bobcat and Blackthorn, patience. Again, the Leo theme, again, the Sun theme. This shows with respect to love, not just love. It's about now you're trying to heal, you're trying to take care of yourself. It needs a lot of patience. You have just begun here. It's just the initiation, and where you are going in life, you need lots of patience. So, keeping faith in yourself and patience is important. Whatever you are seeking right now, it may not come to you in an instant, but the preparation you are doing, whatever you need from life, whatever you want to create in life, it's all happening because we have this Pleiades energy. Pleiades is about creating the sun's energy, harvesting sun's energy to bring clarity, purification in life. So you're in this purification mode, but once that clarity happens, you have all the courage and strength. You are doing wonderfully in life, but patience is required. Pile 2, you chose this beautiful bumblebee jasper. So, based on the choice of your crystal, what is the message for you, the guiding message for you, for your heart, for your feelings right now? You are afraid to be seen, the real you, who you truly are. You are really afraid to be seen by the world, trying to hide your weakness, maybe. Or it's not about even the weakness, it's about something you did out of love, something you did out of your commitment for people, for someone. It brings a sense of guilt, it brings a sense of shame. But I just want to tell you, whatever you did, it is because of love. I'm not saying that if you have done any harm, so it's a great thing. No. Any gesture of love in kindness which is not being reciprocated with the kindness and love, and then you regret it, then you're ashamed of it, I'm talking about that shame. So it is about guilt, it is about shame of doing something out of love and not being respected, not being appreciated, and of course a sense of betrayal with respect to that. This is about where you are in your healing journey with respect to your heart, is having confidence in what you do in life, having the confidence in your ability to love others. There's nothing wrong in loving people, giving love, sharing what you have. So this is about restoration of your confidence, restoration of your self-worth, who you are. Your identity is very significant. Okay, so I'm constantly looking at my phone and there's so many notifications coming. Oh God. Okay, so Bumblebee Jasper, it is about the confidence and to trust life again, to trust your actions, to trust what you are doing in life. Because the sense of betrayal, which doesn't allow you to have a firm faith in what you do, now you have been doubting your actions. So that healing, that confidence is coming back. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, pile 2, the first message is courage. Look at those waves crashing on the shore, and they're crashing with the huge rocks. So this is about, as I told you, restoration of your confidence, restoration of your identity, healing of that self-worth and courage. Pile 2, you are gathering courage to take a certain action. Maybe it's a decision to leave a certain place. It could be a decision to leave a significant friend circle or a person. You need courage to do that, to right now to do what you want, what you believe in. That also needs courage. So you are gathering that courage. That courage is definitely happening, and you will leave other people so surprised. People will be so surprised that you took this action. You are standing for yourself. People are actually, they are surprised right now, and they will be furthermore surprised and in shock how you stood up and how you are taking charge of your life. It's a very beautiful thing. So the courage is really just crushing these rocks. Slowly these waves will hit on those rocks, and then the erosion will happen. These rocks will melt away with this force of water. So now you're so bold, your heart is getting bolder and stronger, and you're ready to fight for what you believe in, what you truly want in life, especially in connections, because the next card is mind games. It says immature, testing you, analyzing you. While one, when I saw this crystal, like when I picked this crystal, the first thing which came into my mind was denial of your truth. This is also connected to Sun. This is also connected to Jupiter. So denial of your very truth, denial of disrespect of what you believe in. You are right, you're honest, and still there is dismissal of your pain, of your feelings, gaslighting, I would say, even manipulation. So this is about mind games, a lot of mind games, and they tested your patience. And these mind games, the more you were into this situation with someone or people, you have lost your confidence constantly. You thought the things will change, but in because you were again like a bumblebee, a believer, someone who is happy-go-lucky. So you thought, if I'm nice, people will change. But you were facing a lot of mind games and dealing with very immature people. Or maybe it is also about your immaturity. Like there's still a lot to be learned about the world, about people. So it's a way of how you have attained maturity. Going through this situation really brought lack of confidence, but it led to maturity as well. And pile two, you are between these two major lessons. First is the mind games, and another one is the trust. So you are learning where to trust people, and in which areas and with which people you have to see that is nothing but mind games. So to differentiate between when to have this trust and when to understand the mind games, this is where you are learning right now. This is your soul lesson right now, that not everyone will come to you with mind games, and not everyone is coming to you with truth. So that understanding, that ability to grasp the truth, this is where you are right now with respect to people, connections, relationships, to understand and differentiate between two things, trust and mind games. So the next one is trust. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. So there's a very beautiful surrender which is happening for you right now, pile two. You are giving your doubts to divine. You're giving your fears, your sense of uncertainty, everything to divine, that now you will take care of it. You will guide me who is right and who is wrong. You just tell me, guide me through my intuition. So this is a very beautiful card. You have undergone the metamorphosis from the caterpillar to a butterfly. You have gone through it. And now this butterfly is ready to fly, go in different direction and find joy. So it is about surrendering to the flow of life. Now you won't be afraid. This is not making you afraid to make new connections. But now when you are in love, when you make new friends or new connections, I think trust, have this trust that you will be guided, that this person is not right, that person is right for you. You will realize it through your wisdom, the lessons you have learned, through your intuition, and the divine will not allow these people to stay in your life for a very long time. So the divine is helping you to understand whom to trust and who needs to be away from you. Then we have lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You have done this before. So, as you see, soul memories and gifts, you have done this before. This is a sign of, again, a memory that you have been through this before. So now it won't repeat. So, while too, what you have gone through, how you have been feeling uh, like a bit, you have felt this betrayal deeply, or you feel lack of confidence, loss of identity because someone or a connection. I think you are making a great recovery. And also, this lost lands card is showing that when you meet new people ahead, new connections ahead, it won't be the same. That same thing may not happen again because now you have a soul memory. And that soul memory of a challenge is now a gift because it won't allow you to be in that bad situation again. So, lost lands means you have done this before. Your wisdom, your knowledge, that memory will actually act like a blessing as a protection in the future. So, it shows what you have experienced, it will not happen again. Then we have seek guidance in this. It's time for a different perspective. So this is about, again, butterfly wings. So you are out there celebrating yourself, enjoying yourself, and discovering your purpose, your journey, but you really seek guidance. You need more information. Maybe you need direction right now. That's why we're saying this pile connects to Jupiter, because Jupiter is the direction in life, the navigation in life. So, this is about either you working a lot spiritually and you will get that direction and the path through your spiritual work, or maybe a person, a teacher, a guiding figure coming into your life who will show you a different perspective of your journey. It shows being very stuck with what you want, how you see the life. But then someone comes into the picture and they tell you, see, you can live life in this way also. So a different perspective on love, a different perspective on connections, a different perspective on your confidence will happen for you. So a new person, a figure, a teaching figure coming into your life, and they will bring this guidance. You'll be so inspired by them. Or maybe it is just you listening to your very wisdom, that is your guidance and a new perspective. It's all not lost for you in love. You just have to have a different perspective in love, a different direction, a different way of looking at life. So that's a new thing. And the last card is overcoming obstacles, the goat and willow. So it is about overcoming a phase of crying, a lot of crying, because we have willow over here, and we always say it's a weeping willow, weeping, crying endlessly. So I think, pile too. Have you been crying lately? Maybe, but you are overcoming your obstacles slowly, but for sure overcoming big obstacles. And these obstacles are personal. These obstacles are more about overcoming a mindset, overcoming a belief system. You have a different perspective, because I think you were very stubborn when we when I look at this goat. It reminds me of Capricorn, the stubbornness of earth signs. And you need to really have a different perspective. So this different perspective, this different direction in life will help you to overcome the self limitation. There are certain self limitations you have right now, so you will overcome that through a different idea, a different perspective, for sure. So pile 2, healing is happening. In the pile 1, the healing was happening, but pile 2, it's healing with stepping up and taking a big action, being courageous and revealing it to the world that you are courageous, you're very bold. So this is what you are doing next. Pile 3, you chose this leopard jasper. Okay. Now, based on the choice of your crystal, what are you going through? What your heart is going through with respect to love, emotions? It shows abandonment wounds, feeling abandoned, feeling left out, feeling of even lack of confidence, lack of self-worth. Or it could be that you have faced very harsh criticism in the recent past, and it left you in anger, it left you in resentment, it left you in some kind of very unloved feeling. But with the very same crystal, you are choosing again to be in love, but not with anyone else but your very own self. It is the healing of the abandonment wounds. It is about no closure from anyone. I have my closure, I have my answers. Now it's time to take accountability for my very own wellness, for my very own self. This is also connected to vitality. So taking care of your health, taking care of overall all aspects of life, being in charge. This is what you are healing right now. Let's get started with the other cards. So the first card itself is beautiful. It says abundance. You can see the cosmos flowers over here. Cosmos is the most beautiful flower for me. It reminds me of how life is so tender when you initiate your journey as a baby. And then it reminds me of Saturn, how you're so tender and soft and fragile, and then you transform into such a strong person, such a strong individual. Cosmos, there's destiny. You're here for a reason. And every challenge of life, every good thing about life takes you to that destiny. So pile 3, you are on the right track. If you have any kind of uncertainty right now, where am I going? You're going towards abundance, you're going towards beauty. And you are beautiful. I think with this leopard jasper and this abundance card, the cosmos, I think the first wound I see in you is someone telling you that you're not beautiful. Maybe you're not so good looking. Maybe, you look like this, you look like that, and so on. You are on this journey of celebrating your beauty inside out. And you are beautiful, and you will be more and more glamorous, or I would say radiant, in the near future. So you are absolutely in the right track. You're doing the right thing. So that is very beautiful. And this pile is full of flowers. Second card is self-love. We have red roses. It says loving you, taking back control, finally being happy. So you are on the right track. It is now more about self-love. The abundance you were giving to others, now you have that abundance for yourself. The love you gave to others, now you're ready to give that love to your very own self. And this abundance is not just about loving yourself, this abundance is also about how you are going to beautifully invest your time into different aspects of life, and how the flowers will grow out of that. So there is success in every aspect of your journey. There is financial abundance, there is great confidence. The work you are doing, it brings so much of respect and appreciation. And look at this, it's so beautiful. So there is self-love for you now. Loving yourself, finally being happy, taking back your control as well. So it resonates with leopard jasper, as I told you. Abandonment wounds. What is abandonment? When you give yourself completely to people, and then like they have a control over your happiness. When you give complete self, the key to your happiness, to someone else, and then when they leave you, that is abandonment. You abandon yourself as well when that happens. So it's about reclaiming that key back to yourself, and more focus on love, especially towards your very own self, gifting yourself many things and being happy. And then we have divine love. It's a beautiful card. There's something about today's reading in each and every pile. Either there were butterflies or there are these wings over here. It says, what you offer everything to divine. With detachment, you begin a love affair with the spirit. So there are two meanings to this. First, the love you have given to others, it's never wasted. It is not at all wasted. The love you gave to others, it is going to be back in your life. Again, we have butterflies here. It's interesting. So the love you have given to others, it will come back to you through divine or some divine manner. Secondly, it's again a new chance with respect to love, a new chance with respect to believing in love. And it's a very beautiful love connection which you may invite. And it's not about romantic connections. It could be love through anyone significant in your journey. A more real connection, a very raw connection, where there is deeper understanding. So love is coming to you through different people in different ways. And moreover, love with detachment. This is what you have to learn. It is about giving love, giving your kindness, but not expect anything in return. When you give your love, do not expect anything. This is what you have to learn. This is a lesson which you have learned with a certain situation in the past. And also, it is about when you love, you don't abandon yourself when it comes to love. Giving yourself completely to people in such a way that you have no control on yourself, but now they have a control over you. So this is about loving with detachment, where you're not giving yourself completely to others. You're doing everything, but without expectations. So a very beautiful card, that there is a reward, there is love coming into your life in a very beautiful way, in a very unexpected way, because we have the angel wings over here, which is beautiful. Then we have fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extreme of life. So this is what I was telling you initially, the abandonment wounds. It is about being in, someone's arms, which means being so close to someone and then they just drop you in the air. So that is what you have felt, what you have experienced. And falling into my arms is also about the divine love, like how this angel is saying, fall into my arms, come on. So it's the hug of divine. So falling into the arms of uncertainty. I don't know what's next, but something is beautiful for you. So surrender to the divine, surrender to the future. That faith you have, you should have a very strong faith, because this shows that there is love. Just look at this message: fall into my arms, without controlling the situation, without overthinking. So it is about finding love which will demand full surrender, a love coming into your life which will demand full faith. Are you ready to be in that love? Are you ready to be so full of trust in that connection? You have to work a lot on that. And that's why surrender to divine, because divine will bring this love, this beautiful partnership or connection in your life. But first, trust is significant. And are you open to be in a connection? Are you open to be so much in love that you are ready to fall into someone's arms without any fear? No, I think the answer is no. So, because see, it says holding the opposites, extremes of life. So, for you, pile three, the person you may fall in love with in the future, or even your connections, your friendships, people are very opposite to you, extremely opposite, extremely different perspective, and still you're falling into that person's arms. Yeah, it's dealing with someone who is very opposite, and when someone is so opposite, falling into that person's arms is risky. But yeah, it's a beautiful sign. And the very underlying card, okay, we talk about later, it says be present, find clarity in the moment. So you don't have to think too much about future connections, what will happen with respect to my love life, or what will happen with respect to my success in life. You are being told to be in present, and again we have angel wings. We have such beautiful wings here. Divine, the all knowing eye, the Jupiter. And then when it comes to surrender, when it comes to you have so much of pain and then you still choose to surrender, that is Saturn. You're so full of sorrow, you're so full of doubt, yet you surrender. You're not trying to take control of everything. That is what surrender is. So this pile is Saturn and Jupiter. So be present wherever you are. Find clarity in the current situation. Focus on small things. Focus on the very daily routine of life, and you'll be sorted. You just focus on this. Rest. The divine eye is watching and will do everything for you. The last card is deceit. It says the coyote and the Datura. Datura is a poisonous plant, and its flowers are so beautiful, white and fragile. They look so delicate and beautiful. But don't let these flowers fool you. It's a poisonous plant, it's dangerous, and I told you at the very first, abandonment. There is deceit the pile three have gone through in the last few months, maybe even the last year, or maybe 1 or 2 years ago. There is deceit, and it may annoy you, it may make you a bit angry, but this person who gave you these abandonment wounds, you will meet this person again. Or it is showing a pattern of meeting such people constantly in life, because until and unless you don't heal this wound of abandonment, where you are being abandoned and now you don't feel worthy enough in life to be loved, to celebrate your journey, if you doubt yourself and your abilities, you will keep on meeting such people. I'm so sorry if this triggers you, but it is about what you run away from, you meet it, or you will always meet this thing. So this is about maybe the person who challenged you. This person may again come back to you. This person may again try to lure you, that to establish a connection, or it is about meeting such people. But the more you heal yourself and the more you know, I'm so worthy of great things in life, the more these people will be more visible to your eyes. And you will avoid that path. You will avoid these people. So this is what the deceit means. It's not about finding deceit in future. It is about beware. Beware of people. They may look great. They may sound so good, but it's all deceit. You have to give time to your connections. All right. So this is all we have for pile 3.